Hello and welcome to today's video. Today is the first update for the Roulette Pan Collab Project Pan. This is the 8th round for this project. This project pan was started by Alexi and Rebecca Morgan here on YouTube, and all the information about it is in the description box, so definitely go check that out. But why don't we go ahead and get into it. So as we get started, just a couple rules. We have a giant little list that we can randomize numbers from and work on 6 items. So I have 6 items to go through with you today, and my item numbers do not correspond with what everybody else has because I've kind of combined the previous list of this project that they had and then the new revamped like 100 categories, and any and every item that I've ever worked on in previous rounds of this project I've taken off of my list. So my numbers won't correspond, so I'll just mention the categories that I was working on. So the first item was a matte product, and I was working on my Too Faced Peach Mist, and at the intro this was pretty much I had just tested it mostly, so it was right here. And today, as best as I can tell, we've moved a little bit. I've used this about probably over 10 times. Had to consult my notes here, but yes, I've used it 12 times, but it's not something that I use every day, so it's not going as quickly. Granted, I do think that when I do use it, I go through it pretty quickly, so I actually tend to like this as like a touch-up spray more than I like it as like a setting spray. So I use a good bit of powder when I get ready, so this works much better for me as like a touch-up spray. But yeah, steady goes, and hopefully, I know this will probably get done before the end of this project, which is in 3 more months. Okay, the next item I'm so excited to show you. It was an item that was on trend, and for that I picked a gloss from Buxom, and it was just up here. It was pretty much brand new. It was just up here at the B. The little line has marked off. I can barely see it, but can you see this, guys, that it is gone? Get a good look in that tube. That is so satisfying. I am so excited. This was a dark gloss, and I remember saying at the intro last time that I didn't know how quickly it would take me to go through, but I managed to use this like crazy. I wore it multiple times a day, reapplied it really well. Honestly, that little tingling sensation, I don't think it's too much for my lips, and in fact, it felt pretty good, which is why I remembered to like put it on. Even on days where I didn't wear makeup, I ended up wearing this as like a lip conditioning item, and I just really enjoyed it. So sadly it's gone, but at the same time I need another lip empty for the year, so I am happy for that. Also, who is she with all of these lip empties this year? I'm really excited for this. Okay, and the next item is one that I couldn't live without, but I tend to neglect. And for me, that is definitely, I've fallen out of habit of using this product, not out of love, but this is my vitamin C serum, and at the intro we were right here. This is an airless pump, so it pumps up, and at the first update we moved just a little bit. Now I will say, when I like shine a light through this and like can see it, the airless pump isn't moving up as well as it should, because I can definitely see the water line moving up here, so that means that there is air in this tube, but it is moving somewhat. I knew that this would be slow going. I do use it pretty much every day, but I do sometimes forget to use it, and sometimes I forget to like put it on my chest, which I need to be doing more often. If I remembered to do that every day and wore it on my chest like I'm supposed to, on my face, neck, and chest, then I know I would go through it at a much faster rate. So I really need to step up my game with this, because I need this to be gone before the end of this project, because these kind of products don't last that long anyways. They do oxidize and they change, and the potency drops as they get older. So this needs to get used up sooner rather than later. Okay, moving on to the 4th item in this project, I have my Juvia's Place Saharan palette. This I was using 10 times, which I knew when I was putting this into the project last month that I had been planning to work on other videos. I've been working really hard on doing a million different looks for my fall color series. I will link that if you're interested. But yeah, this has only been used 3 times sadly. So hopefully come next month, because I'm almost halfway through with filming those videos and filming all the looks that I need. By the time next month comes around, I should have better progress, fingers crossed, because I definitely, as soon as I finish filming looks for those videos, I will be just reaching for this mostly. So fingers crossed that I managed to get that done so that I can reach for this finally and go ahead and roll this out hopefully next month. Okay, my 5th item is a cruelty-free product, and for that I chose my NYX Dark Circle Concealer, and I have expanded the pan in this pretty well. It had a little bitty tiny baby pan, but yeah, I think I'm doing pretty well with this. I am remembering to use this pretty much every time that I put on makeup, which is good. I do not think that I get like the kind of color correction that I need from this product, but it is something that I need to definitely work out of my collection, since it doesn't really offer me what I need. So we're making some progress. I have a feeling that this might be in until the end of the project, because sadly it is more of a slow moving product. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay, and I have one more product to tell you about before we roll in that something for the lip gloss, and that is my It Bye Bye Lines foundation. This was just a liquid or cream product category, so I ended up rolling this in because I needed a more lightweight foundation to work on. Hopefully it will focus on that. Yeah, intro, we were here, airless pump, so it moves up. I've used this over 10 times. Yeah, so checking the notes again, I've used this 12 times and yet it only moved that little bit. I think that's so sad, but at the same time, you can clearly see up here that it doesn't always push the air out of it like it's supposed to. It's an airless pump, but there's still air in the product. So, you know, maybe I'm making more progress than I think I am. I also just realized that as I age that I use less and less foundation on my face just because I think that if I wear too heavy of a foundation that it will kind of make my skin look aged. So, you know, these kind of products are notoriously slow for me to use up. And now time for the fun part. Let's roll in an item. I have a random number generator here and we're gonna roll in something 1 to 98. And we have 95. So 95 is a product with packaging that inspires you. So I'm gonna pause my camera for a second. I'll be right back to you, but it may take me a minute because it usually does. So I'm gonna go find something for this product that inspires me with the packaging. Okay, I am back with my pick and I think I picked something a little bit unconventional. So I was looking through my collection and I realized that I don't buy a ton of stuff for the packaging, I think, because there weren't many items that were like just screaming to me in terms of packaging being inspiring. So what I did is I do love these lipsticks. This is the pack that came out with the Lorac Beauty and the Beast collection, and I think that they're absolutely beautiful. They're clear and they have all this gold and some of it's rubbing off, but they had these gold leaves going up the side, and they're really great lipsticks to also. And since I could not pick which one I wanted to try to work on, and I also don't really want to try to finish another lipstick by the end of this year, so what I've done is I've pulled all 5 of them out, and my goal is going to be to wear them 15 times, or not all of them. I need to wear one of these at least 15 times. I could use each of them a couple times. I could use one of them all 15 times, but by the next update, hopefully I'll have good progress towards that goal. I would love to have met that goal by the next project and then work on something else. So I have to use one or all of them at least a total number of 15 times, if that makes sense. But just for detail here, we have a red, a brown, like some nudie colors, one that leans more orangey nude, which would be really good for this season, and then more of like a deep nude, just neutral everyday kind of wearable color. So I think what I'll probably end up doing, I don't really feel like wearing the red now. It has a really blue undertone and it's good for like Christmas, but I'm not really, I'm into those more orangey browns at the moment. So I have a feeling that it will be these 4 that I reach for more often. Woo, don't drop them. And definitely dropping them, but yeah, I definitely want I'm gonna put them down. I definitely want to try to wear those 15 times by the next update. And with that being said, I think that's everything for today's video. Make sure again, go check out all the information in the playlist. Everything is listed down in the description box, and be sure to make sure you say hello in the comments. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.